ready to go live. Okay. Hey, well, welcome to the third annual PVUSD Innovator of the Year Award ceremony. I'm so excited to be your MC tonight. So I'm Dr. Michelle Rodriguez, your superintendent, and we're really excited to either have you watching from possibly a watch party with your site or at home on the couch with a loved one. We're glad to have you. We have every principal and our PVF board here really to celebrate you and the incredible year that we've had. So just a few notable things that are happening around the school district as we are talking, as we're speaking. We had some principals that were really innovative. So Minty White's principal, she developed a swag bag that she gave to every person that has popcorn and Mike and Ike's in it, a noise maker. And so that's super fun. Mint and Ann Soldo had an appetizer social prior to the event. And now they're all in their respective locations finding it. And Starlight is having their watch party. So all of Starlight is watching it as we speak. So this year has been a really unique year. So each one of us can say that we were an innovator in many, many ways. So thank you to everyone that is out there for the work that they did. The PVF, so Pajaro Valley Education Foundation board, every year for the last 3 years has really wanted to acknowledge creative and innovative accomplishments. And I know as our president, vice president, and treasurer speaks, they're going to speak to the wonderful time that we had reading each and every person's application and just the wonderful work that is happening throughout our school district. So thank you. And if you weren't nominated, know that we too see you and we see the hard work that you did. So every single person has had to pivot and really do some incredible things for our students. And I think in the end, we'll be stronger for it. So next year, let's keep up all these creative, innovative things that we've been doing, even as we transition to in-person. And so as we do each year, each secondary site and each department, they select one classified and one certificated individual in order to represent their school. Each elementary, they wind up selecting one additional. So they select one certificated TK through 2, one 3rd through 5th grade or 6th grade, and one classified individual that really fulfills our vision and our target for student success through innovation and creativity. And then what we do is we are going to recognize at the very end, and it is a surprise, we're going to recognize 11 people who were selected as the site department innovators of the year. And so we can't wait to get be able to get to that moment. And here's our program for the day. So in just a few minutes, we're going to have our president of the PVF board and our PVUSD trustee, Maria Roscoe, speak. Catherine Bermudez is our PVF vice president and a PVUSD teacher. And then Jennifer Holm, who is our PVF treasurer and our PVUSD board president, will say some remarks. And then we will get to the principals being able to say something about each one of, and department heads, each one of their innovator honorees. And so Trustee Orozco and President Orozco, would you like to say a few words?
Let's just give me one second here. All right. This is exciting. It's an exciting night. So good evening, everyone. I am very pleased to welcome all of you to our third annual Innovator of the Year Awards. While this has been a very challenging year for all of us, one thing is clear. Our classified and certificate employees alike have risen to the occasion, demonstrating resilience, creativity, and innovation to support the children and families of PVUSD. Today, we are recognizing over 100 of our employees who went above and beyond this year, from doubling parent participation in PAC meetings and conferences, to involving green teams in the fight for environmental change, to problem solving through art, redesigning virtual instruction to continually push students to work hard and meet their IEP goals, to leading the efforts in gardening projects and ensuring our students had access to hotspots and working Chromebooks, the creation of Math One sections, and so much more. Thank you for your dedication to our students and for investing your time, energy, and hard work to nurture student learning. On behalf of the Pajaro Valley Unified School District and the Pajaro Valley Education Foundation, we applaud your commitment to our students and your leadership in helping us support their success. Congratulations all. Thank you.
Well, thank you for those words. And now we're going to be hearing from the PVF Vice President and PVUSD teacher, Catherine Bermudez.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Looking forward to it. I'm also excited that this might be the tail end of the virtual event. So thank you so much. I know we're all a little bit screen fatigued, but this is a joyful night. We're so close to the end. And it's going to be great. So I have the pleasure of sharing our auction with you. So the Pajaro Valley Education Foundation silent auction goes to fund the grants that the final winners revealed at the end of the night will be awarded with. And it's a basic little website, but I'll just walk you through it. So to start, you're going to click and fill out your bidder information sheet so that when you win your fabulous prize, we can contact you. And that's just a quick Google form and you'll submit that. And we have 22 amazing items for you to scroll through. So all of these are live Google forms. We have arts and crafts baskets, incredibly generous high school baskets with sports passes for the family, gift baskets that are themed, chiropractic wellness baskets, some adult beverage, and then lots of stuff for kids, which is exciting because a lot of it is in person. So a month of gym classes at Junebugs in Santa Cruz, a week of summer camp in person, full day, membership to a museum, gift certificates, handbags. And if you really need to get out of here, there is a 7-day stay outside of Annapolis, Maryland at a waterfront home, and it includes a sunset cruise on a sailboat. So have fun, poke around the auction items, and to bid, all you need to do is scroll down, check the current bids, and when you check that, it'll show you right now there's no bids. And then you'll go back and you'll fill out just your name, your first and last name, Catherine Bermudez, and then you'll go down. And if you haven't filled out the bidder information sheet yet, it'll remind you every single time, just because I didn't want anyone to forget. And then you'll just put what your bid is. So if it's valued at 100, it's starting at 40 and increments of 10. So I can go ahead and say, I would like to submit a $40 bid. And then if I want to go back later, because I have to do it before next Friday at 9 p.m., last day of school, I thought that was a fun time to end it. You can submit another response. And this time when you check on the current bids, you'll see the bid that's currently there. So I can see Catherine Bermudez bid $40. So Jorge might come along right now and say, no, I want an arts and crafts basket, don't you?
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah, he wants that. So he's going to say, no way. Jorge Bermudez wants that. This is how a good marriage works, right? We bid against each other in a silent auction because it's for charity. So we're going to do it. So 110. Oh, no, 40 plus 10. That would be 50. Good. Yes. He's a math teacher. Here we go. Submit. There we go. And we've just enjoyed our silent auction. Have a wonderful time. Thank you so much for your support, and congratulations to all of the people for making it through this year and being part of our PVUSD family.
Yeah, wonderful. So we will be sending out in my Friday message, we'll be sending out all of these links. So if you're wondering where they are, you'll be getting them today and also at the end of this week. And now for our PVEF treasurer and PVUSD board president, Jennifer Holm.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. Good evening, everyone. I don't think anyone would deny that public education has its share of challenges, not the least of which is how we as a society choose to support our schools compared to other priorities. And sometimes that can feel overwhelming. So how do we manage that? How do we acknowledge difficulties like a global pandemic while we keep working to support our students in reaching their highest potential? How do we keep that core of determination? And you may already be familiar with the Mr. Rogers quote of, when I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. What was clear to me as I was reading through the nominations is that you all are the type of people who make this advice possible. You are the helpers. There is a certain amount of grit, a sense of unstoppability that comes from being innovators. It means recognizing the gap between what you have and what you need and building the bridge between the two. The word innovate comes from the Latin word novus, new. This evening's honorees were nominated because of their willingness to step into the unknown. In building that bridge between resources and necessity, it's important to remember that at one time, the very concept of bridge was an innovation. Certainly there's inspiration and happenstance. Like, hey, that bridge fell along the banks of the river. Let's use that and not get our feet wet. But innovation takes that a step further. Innovators create opportunities where circumstances might have stopped others. It's seeing the possibilities in a fallen log near the stream and moving it into place. And I'll suggest something else. Innovation is contagious. When you actively demonstrate innovation and problem solving, it empowers people to move past their own obstacles. Your leadership in this district promotes self-efficacy in others, not just to your peers, but also your students. So tonight, in honoring you, we recognize that our district and community are profoundly honored by the work you do every day. Thank you.
Well, wonderful words, you three. Thank you so much for those words of encouragement and wisdom. So we are now going to continue with our program and begin with the introduction of our innovators. And so here we go. Thank you, everyone.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce Sylvie, classified employee from adult education. She constantly models behavior, making connections with adult students, staff, and teachers that creates an office culture that is supportive and positive for all. Weekly strategies are shared with staff, which increases their involvement through the opportunities to enhance individual capacity and ultimately empowerment. Congratulations to Sylvie, our Innovator of the Year. Stacy Silva, congratulations. Sarah Mast. Well, this year has been very challenging, and Ms. Mast has risen to the occasion, creating YouTube videos for parents to watch. She's very creative. The preschool students thoroughly enjoyed the activities, and the entire curriculum was redesigned for the 2021 school year. Sarah Mast, she just works also at the Center for Employment Training, teaching her adult English language learner students. And she's very, very well respected in both areas, in both sites. So we congratulate Sarah Mast for her being our Innovator of the Year. Congratulations, Sarah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Lane. I'm the proud principal of Valencia Elementary School, and I'm thrilled to be able to help lift up and celebrate all of the innovators of the year, but especially Team Valencia's trio of awesomeness. I'll start with Laurel Cedarblade. Laurel students have grown their academic skills in a major way despite the challenges associated with learning virtually. She is a risk taker and willing to try new things in the best interest of the learners she works with. Her positivity, strong organizational skills, and thoughtful, consistent use of the available technologies is what paved the way for her students' success, not only for her own students, but those of her colleagues as well. Congratulations, Laurel. Next up is Deborah Matlow. Deborah was a lead for our site in implementing new technologies and sharing them with her fellow teachers, thus benefiting all of our students. Overall, Deborah's students have shown strong gains throughout an extremely challenging year. Her thoughtful, consistent use of technology, modeling, implementation, and follow-through with her students, parents, and fellow teachers impacted the Team Valencia community in such a positive way. The Merriam-Webster definition of innovator is to make changes or do something in a new way, and Deborah would like to share this honor with her colleagues, as all teachers have shown dedication and perseverance, stretching professionally to serve students this year. Thank you so much, Deborah. We celebrate you. And we have Amy Johnson. Amy is a patient and productive problem solver. She is adept at seeing the big picture and is able to visualize new ways of doing things for improved functioning of our front office systems. Our office is a calm, friendly, helpful, and well-organized place due to Amy's leadership and thoughtful problem-solving skills. We all trust in her abilities to get everything done and done well. We are at ease because we know that she is looking out for our team and is willing to lend support whenever it's needed. Thank you so much, Amy. We don't know what we'd do without you, and we celebrate all of our Valencia Innovators of the Year. Thank you.
Well, good evening, innovators. My name is Marcy Keller, and I am the principal of Diamond Technology Institute, and it is my honor and privilege tonight to introduce Mr. Michael Tennant. Michael saw an opportunity this year to help create an engaging, robust, and thriving business pathway in the face of distance learning. Michael worked tirelessly to implement the World Series of Innovation digitally, as well as co-create a new curriculum for business plan challenges that can be done both in person as well as in distance. Congratulations, Michael. Go White Tigers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dan Weiser. I'm the Director for Technology Services, and I have the extreme honor of presenting our Innovators of the Year. First up is Jeanette Islas, or as we know her, Janie. Janie was instrumental in the design of the Digital Learning Resources website that contains hundreds of screencasts, how-to documents, and tutorials for teachers, students, and parents. Janie's digital content supported teachers, students, and parents to incorporate 21st century learning opportunities for students in both Spanish and English. Janie has a very calm and cheerful demeanor that makes teachers and students instantly comfortable and willing to take risks and learn new things. Great job, Janie. And next up, the incredible Catherine Wales. Catherine was an integral part of configuring hotspots, planning and managing the Chromebook drive-through support, as well as the lead in repairing and redeploying hundreds. And that's actually, I found out it's more than 2,000 Chromebooks that she personally repaired that were returned damaged, and then she repaired and got them back out to students. She developed an assembly line process to assess and determine Chromebook issues that commonly occur, and also quickly repair Chromebooks with those same issues. Great job, Catherine.
Good evening, everyone. I am privileged to present these awards this evening on behalf of Deanna Young to these employees at Renaissance High School. First up is Robert Ehrlich. Mr. Ehrlich quickly realized that distance learning proved to be too great a challenge for many of the students and was instrumental in establishing our small in-person group on campus. This involved a great deal of creativity, commitment, and time. Mr. Ehrlich always puts the students first. He is truly an advocate for our youth. Through Mr. Ehrlich's determination and devotion to our students, we saw an increase in credit accrual and a positive impact on our students' overall well-being. Congratulations, Rob. Next up, we have Chaveli Flores. Coming to a new school can often feel nerve-wracking and overwhelming. Because of the entry program that Ms. Flores so gracefully runs, our students feel a sense of safety and understanding, making the transition to the regular campus less anxiety-provoking. Her ability to create deep, meaningful relationships with our students gives them the hope that a high school diploma is achievable and that the adults at this school truly care about them. Congratulations, Ms. Flores.
Good evening, Dr. Jean Gottlob here, principal from Ohlone Elementary. I am very proud to present our Innovators of the Year. We are starting with Miss Evelina Ortiz. Even though she was working from home with her own children, 3 of them engaged in distance learning, Miss Ortiz made herself available to parents whenever it was convenient for them. She provided technical support and answered questions as many times as it took for parents to feel comfortable. Parents were then able to take advantage of their new technology skills as they learned virtually how to work with their children at home, based on the model Ms. Ortiz provided, as well as the individual coaching she provided to parents. Congratulations, Ms. Ortiz. Next up, we have Miss Lisa Woodhouse. Ms. Woodhouse's creativity applied to students learning to work together in a variety of formats has contributed to a stellar school year where every day the school provides students the skills that they need to prosper in this grade and as part of a strong foundation as they move forward with their lifelong education. Despite the challenging circumstances this year has presented, Ms. Woodhouse continued to reach her students by any means necessary. Congratulations, Ms. Woodhouse. And here we have Jacqueline Corona. Ms. Corona's approach to supporting instruction can best be described as doing whatever it takes. She is quick to respond to technology issues for any member of the class community. Parents know that they can contact her whenever they need help, support, and she will help them. She is an advocate for students and their learning and has helped close the digital divide for students, families, and staff. Congratulations to our Ohlone Innovators of the Year. Go Otters.
Good evening. I'm Julie Edwards, PVUSD CTE coordinator, and I'm honored to share our program's Innovator of the Year, Chris Bunting. Chris has innovated throughout the year to best serve students in a distance learning environment. He led the investigation and effort to implement a virtual machine interface to gain access to the Adobe Creative Suite for more than 800 students to be able to access industry standard technology on Chromebooks. He trained teachers and innovated a successful rollout, positively impacting student learning and engagement. Thank you for your commitment to student success, Chris.
Good evening. Muy buenas noches. Soy Verónica Aguilar, la directora de Alianza. I'm Verónica Aguilar, the principal of Alianza. I am so honored to introduce you to 2 phenomenal armadillos. Jovita created a way for students to continue to stay engaged with reading and motivated by creating a way for them to continue to access their favorite books. She also read with and to students to provide a sense of normalcy in these unprecedented times. Students and teachers look forward to their time with her. Jovita Molina, you've made us proud. Sherry Knott. Ms. Nod models lifelong learning. She actively seeks professional development opportunities and is willing to try new strategies and methodologies. Even though she was new to the first grade team, she made herself available to the team members as a mentor and a guide in areas with expertise, such as Class Dojo, Bridges in Mathematics, digital tools and games, and Adelante digital components. Congratulations, Sherry and Jovita. You make us feel so proud to be Armadillos.
Good evening. It is my honor to introduce our Student Services Innovators of the Year, starting with Daisy Brooks. During a time of distance learning and a decreased ability to identify families to provide services, Daisy has led the charge in Healthy Start to increase outreach to our families experiencing homelessness and students in foster care. Daisy also jumped in with both feet to learn the grant writing process to solidify a 3-year funding grant for Healthy Start to continue and even increase services to our most needy families. Congratulations, Daisy. Also an honor to introduce and honor Ann Childers, also during a time of distance learning, and has worked hard with our middle schools and PBIS to develop a system for capturing and elevating the voice of students by providing a space for students to understand and use data about their learning. Students who have participated are more likely to share online or in person and report feeling valued and listened to while having a better understanding about their data. The students who have engaged in this process have shown an increase in feeling more connected to school. Congratulations, our Student Services Innovators of the Year.
Good evening. My name is Peggy Pugh, and I'm the proud principal of Aptos High. I have the pleasure of introducing you to Sarah Burkhart. Ms. Burkhart developed, then carefully practiced and honed a system for in-class discussions that resulted in spirited debate and full class participation in those discussions at the high school level, where students were often inclined to keep their cameras off and their microphones off. It was a daunting task, and she took it on happily. She used her expertise in questioning, wait time, and simple tools like polls, chat, and collaborative Google Slides to design a class environment much like her classroom, where sophomores and juniors feel confident having small group and full class discussions anchored in the text they are reading. Congratulations, Sarah. We're so proud of you. In addition, I get to honor our office manager, Monica Nowlin. In addition to building systems during COVID, she has dedicated countless hours of time and expertise, and joyfully doing so, to assure that students and staff receive the support they need to engage with learning. For example, Ms. Nowlin has crafted virtual support tools to help students sign up for school photos. She made screencasts to support teachers when requesting substitutes. She seeks to reduce barriers for students and staff, and for that, we're eternally grateful. Thank you, Monica.
Good evening. I'm Jackie Medina, the principal at Starlight. Congratulations to all of our innovators this year. It is a joy to present the Superstar Innovators from Starlight this year. First, we'll start with Becca Shamfield, our 3rd grade dual language teacher. Becca has transformed her virtual classroom into a highly rigorous, loving, and warm learning community. She is extremely effective in teaching all the content areas as well as social emotional learning. It is very apparent students feel safe and belong to a loving community. This community wealth is evident in other parts of the day. Students participate and support each other because they clearly care for one another. Great job, Becca. I also get to present to you Brandon Freeman, our Vapid art teacher. Brandon is an incredibly talented and innovative art teacher, as seen in her most dynamic virtual art room. Our students love Miss B. Her creativity has enriched the children, inspired our families, and has beautified our entire school. She has linked all her art lessons to our language arts curriculum so students think and learn thematically all year long. She has developed a community project called Honoring Our COVID Experience for our entire school to recognize this challenging time in our emergence from the COVID experience. Finally, she designed the most gorgeous sensory path for our students as part of our PBIS implementation, which is a mural on the ground designed with an aquatic Monterey Bay theme. It's beautiful. Finally, I get to present to you all Arnold Wilson, our longtime lead custodian who opened Starlight 31 years ago. Arnold has been instrumental in our success as we transition to distance learning. As our lead custodian, he has helped us reinvent our school to meet the safety and learning needs of our students and families. He helped us create a system to greet students and staff safely while maintaining high standards for safety. He puts out giant, beautiful flags each day, bubbles, and greets all families with a smile and a joke. We even named our octopus in our sensory path for him, Arnold the Octopus, because it's like he has 8 arms going every which way to support us in all that we need. Congratulations, Arnold.
My name is Rich Moran, and I'm principal at Aptos Junior High School. And it's my pleasure to recognize our Innovators of the Year. I first would like to start with Ms. Cheryl Richards. This is the first time at Aptos Junior that we've had a teacher's aide, obviously, in distance learning format. Rather than simply have an aide support the efforts of the teacher, the aide supported other students, underclassmen. This is a big deal in junior high. This created opportunities for social, emotional, academic support for our 7th grade students. And it also offered social emotional support, or an outlet rather, and an affirmation of academic skills for the 8th grade student who was involved. So it was a win-win for the school site and a win-win for our students. I want to thank you again, Ms. Richards, for your innovation and your effort, especially through distance learning. I also have the pleasure of celebrating the efforts of Mr. Rafael Arce, or Rafa as he's called by the students. Mr. Arce employed Google Docs and Class Relay to track, monitor, and support an increase in student participation. This is putting it, I guess, nicely and politely. Mr. Arce was relentless in his pursuit of students that were not participating. His efforts focused on those learners that exhibited limited attendance. Mr. Arce would then make contact with students and families. He would make referrals for tech support and/or other resources that were needed by students and families. Overall, his outreach had a significant impact on our students, especially those that demonstrated early on that they might not be able or willing to participate. Mr. Arce's doggedness offered both support and a gentle nudge, and offered success to those students and families. So thank you again, Mr. Arce, for your efforts, and thank you again to the Aptos Junior Innovators of the Year.
Good evening. My name is Lisa Aguirre-Lewis. I'm Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction. I have the honor this evening of introducing our Innovators of the Year for the Ed Services Department. First up is Kristen Erickson. Kristen Erickson has been the lead in the implementation and development of ethnic studies courses in Pajaro Valley. In this implementation at the high school level, students are at the center of their own education. By having the option to take an English ethnic studies course, gives students a voice and choice in their educational journey, which allows for motivation and engagement. Next up, we have Jeanette Castillo. Regardless of what's happening in Jeanette's life, Jeanette comes to work ready to support staff in their job duties and looks for ways to shorten time required on projects. When asked to look over a project or presentation, Jeanette will give effective feedback and always gives advice on how it can be improved, whether it's something for parents, for staff, or students. Having someone who is a bright spot that regularly reminds staff in all departments, at all levels, and all floors, that we are here in service of our families is a great asset to have. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Buenas noches. This is Rosa Hernandez. I'm the proud principal of Lakeview Middle School, and I have the honor of introducing Brenda Hurtado Ortiz, our social emotional counselor. Ms. Hurtado Ortiz created an application that students can upload to their phones and access resources that support their social emotional well-being. Ms. Hurtado Ortiz has managed to provide support through this application, the online counselor's Google site, and through the professional development she provides all Lakeview Middle School staff to learn how to support students during this pandemic. She offers workshops for families and has also taken on the role of house coordinator to ensure students are feeling a sense of connection to our school through engaging school-wide activities. Her impact in is school-wide, staff, families, and students. She has undoubtedly supported our entire school site throughout this pandemic and made a great impact. I'd also like to introduce to you our second innovator, which is Elsa Sanchez, our librarian. Prior to the need for online learning, Ms. Sanchez provided students an opportunity to check out books and access the online library. She quickly addressed the need to pivot during the pandemic to offer an interactive and engaging platform that encourages students to develop their literacy in a variety of ways. You really have to log on to our Lakeview webpage for that Bitmoji library. She provided links to audiobooks, developed reading competitions by encouraging students to log into Epic Books, and added a multitude of resources. Thank you so much, Brenda and Elsa. I am honored to call you my teammates, and I am so happy that we work together. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Roberto Torres, principal at Landmark, and I have the great pleasure of presenting our 3 innovators of the year for Landmark Elementary, starting with Miss Orellana Christie Ann. She is a constant advocate for her students and colleagues. She advises our PBIS team with great ideas and instructional best practices that directly address our LCAP goal number 1. By focusing on student-centered goal-setting approach and including public recognition, she has fostered enormous academic growth. She also supports her team with tireless effort until it reaches her students. Her impact touches multiple grade levels at our school, as this year she's taken on the 4-5 combo. All right, next we have Mrs. Barrios, and she's an excellent educator who has a great ability to reach all of our English learners, and her efforts directly affect all of her students through adding and then thinking and talking about different genres as a robust sequence for learning academic language. Ms. Barrios is constantly modeling to help students translate from academic social language and back. All right, and finally we have Ms. Galvan, who works collaboratively with school personnel to create an amazing professional learning community as she strives to keep our office running smoothly. Her efforts to serve our school community is full of vibrant energy and encourages those around her to smile and engage with one another. Miss Lupita, as I call her, always greets people with a smile and a warm demeanor. Her ability to brighten up a room is often attributed to her natural positive attitude and friendly communication style. Go Landmark Dragonflies!
Good evening, everyone. I'm Elaine Parker, the principal at Ann Soldo. I, of course, am proud of all of my staff. And this evening, I'm going to highlight 3 of them for you. This is Miss Teresa Thompson, who alongside her co-teacher in Ann Soldo's Learning Center model has truly gone the extra mile to innovate her practice to reach students in her 4th grade classroom. She has stayed current and creative all through distance learning. Her innovative art lessons hook students and allow for a starting point from which to problem solve and make connections to other content areas. Teresa has innovated her already successful systems for reaching students. She has done this tirelessly over the computer by lowering the effective filter, keeping students engaged and with genuine connections. Teresa and her co-teacher found innovative ways to lesson plan, analyze data, identify trends and patterns, and collaborate, all while maintaining their collaborative partnership and focus on students. Teresa is a true innovating all-star teacher. Next is her co-teacher, Clarinda Higgins. Congratulations, Clarinda, who alongside Teresa in the Learning Center model has continued her advocacy of students with all-star innovation. Clarinda truly cares about the success of students and her colleagues, nurturing the relationship she's established virtually all throughout the year. Through her tenacity and innovative ways to engage and encourage participation, students feel respected and encouraged to learn and to push themselves. Virtually, she has guided and supported the site PBIS team and contributed to our TFI application for gold status. She organized innovative virtual class dojo celebrations as well. She is a true innovating all-star teacher. And finally, Pam, our wonderful librarian, our library media tech. Pam has established systems and inviting ways to connect with students, families, and staff during this year of distance learning. She has embraced several forms of new technology, from Google Meets and the Bitmoji library to reading to students virtually and celebrating Read Across America with fun events all week long. She created successful systems for book checkout and pickup through email, phone calls, and book holds. It was like a little personal librarian service. Students have been excited to see her as they return for in-person instruction, and she volunteers her time every day to check them in, offering her smile and an all-star bookmobile. Pam is a true innovating all-star. Thank you and congratulations to everyone.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Erica Cobbs. As our department went through personnel changes, Erica adapted and worked tirelessly to support new systems of operation that better align to the needs of the department, sites, and students. Specifically, Erica was instrumental in recreating the way we monitor English learners in order to reclassify and support students. Using her tech skills and her knowledge of our district, she was instrumental in onboarding 2 new team members as we adjusted our new systems to a new design. We are now more agile of a department because of her. Thank you, Erica. Great stuff.
Good evening. My name is Carlos Moran, principal at Amesti Elementary. Our first Innovator of the Year is Julie Nino Newman. By facilitating a variety of methods to communicate with families, Julie has made an impact on community engagement by having a high rate of parent involvement throughout the year. Julie ensures that she communicates with all families on a regular basis and supporting them in making their voices heard by working with families to complete all surveys that are sent to our families. Our second recipient is Lupe Duran. With distance learning, Lupe has had to adjust her techniques in order to continue to be an effective instructional aid with our students. Although Lupe has always been a caring and engaging staff member, she has had to adjust to the online platform in order to continue to support our students. Lupe has not only met these challenges, she has excelled during these difficult times. She has been a role model for our students in showing them that learning never stops. Our final recipient is Noemi Medina. Ms. Medina made it a priority to continue with our student council throughout our implementation of distance learning. Noemi began by developing a Google Classroom for our student council and holding regular virtual meetings. By continuing to provide a variety of ways for our students to display and participate in school spirit events, our students continue to feel connected to school and to each other. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carol Ortiz, Director of Extended Learning, and I'm so proud to be able to introduce our 2 Innovator of the Year awards. First up is Patrick Littleton. Patrick is an innovator in the area of outdoor learning, health, and nutrition education. His partnerships with Second Harvest Food Bank, as well as Food Services Department here in the district, have expanded access to fresh fruits and vegetables for all of our students. Patrick's passion for nutrition, gardening, and health has given our students the opportunity to expand their life experiences in many ways. Thank you, Patrick, for all of the work that you do for our community. Our second innovator is Isaiah Chavarria. Isaiah has been with Extended Learning for 10 years, and he is a true hidden gem here in the Watsonville community. He not only works for Extended Learning and Lakeview Middle School, he has been a instrumental community partner in Relay for Life. He's a Watsonville High School football coach. He's coached Central Coast Spartans and Junior Wildcats. He's always working behind the scenes to do what's best for students, and we are so lucky to have him as part of our team. Thank you, Patrick and Isaiah. We love you very much, and thank you for all of the work you do for our students.
My name is Mayra Fernandez. I'm the principal of Hall District Elementary, and I'm proud to present our Innovators of the Year. First up is Ms. Alice Miller, our fourth grade teacher. Ms. Miller provides students with opportunities to connect with the school community and also the broader community. She intentionally plans and includes lessons and projects that are connected to students' lived experiences. Ms. Miller creates student awareness about local ecosystems and community-based organizations. Next award goes to Ms. Barbara Chavarria, our yard duty. Ms. Barbara adapted to a new set of job descriptions this year that changed from supervising students to organizing materials for distribution. She has been creative with the organization of material distribution and supporting office and admin staff. She was innovative in actively identifying work that needed to be done to support the school site and help delegate tasks to her colleagues. And our third Innovator of the Year award goes out to Ms. Montserrat Espitia, second grade teacher. Ms. Espitia ensures that all students' educational needs are met. She leverages technology to increase differentiation for her students. She equips students with digital citizenship skills that increase their access to distance learning. In Ms. Espitia's class, students are successful and take greater ownership of their own learning. Thank you to our Innovators of the Year for their dedication to our students and school community.
Good evening. My name is Colleen Boudian. I am the Director of Fiscal Services, and it is my pleasure to present the Fiscal Services Innovator for 2021, Sherry Bowers. With the onset of COVID, processes had to spend and claim money for LEA. They had to be reevaluated, and Sherry quickly reached out to the state regarding the health claim procedures to ensure MA and LEA funds would not go unclaimed. Sherry worked closely with state and site and department contacts to create a process that would allow a way for staff to claim time, even though it was different than what they were previously allowed to do. Thank you, Sherry, for being a rock star and getting those funds back for our students. Very proud of you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Amy Thomas, and I am the principal of the Watsonville Charter School of the Arts, home of the Chameleons. It's my pleasure to share with you some of my lovely gems at WCSA. I'll start with Shannon HP, our sixth grade teacher. Shannon has partnered with Idea Launch to promote entrepreneurial skills, coding, and presentation with middle school students. This project was to teach kids how to look at problems, come up with solutions, and transform these solutions into usable products or startup companies. At the culmination of this project, if a student has completed all the necessary items plus a non-working app, the student was rewarded with a personal laptop they were able to keep. Congratulations, Shannon. And to Michelle Voorhees, our fifth grade teacher. And as an arts charter school, our goals are to infuse the arts into all of our curricular areas. Michelle has excelled as infusing dance into her science program. She's partnered with Laurel Shastri through the Artist Teacher Partnership Program through the Santa Cruz Arts Council. Together, they have incorporated science concepts with dance. Her students have been more engaged and active during science lessons, as well as retained the information that has been infused into dance. Congratulations. And Alex. Oh, our Alex. She has been pivotal in organizing our back to school for our in-person learning, safety protocols, and campus movement. She has taken a leadership role in creating a school map, safety videos, and the flow of traffic. Alex has also led in the 5-star screening, as well as our Chameleon of the Week recognitions. Alex's innovations have immensely increased WCSA's efficiency. Without her, we may not have been able to transition seamlessly into an in-person learning or celebrated our students each week. Congratulations to all of our Innovators of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin Benavides, and I'm the principal of Cesar Chavez Middle School. It's an honor to present our 2 Innovators of the Year. First is Patricia Sotorello. She is the art teacher at Cesar Chavez Middle School. Patricia Sotorello has worked tirelessly on behalf of the students at Cesar Chavez Middle School to demonstrate an appreciation of the arts. Patricia has encouraged students to step out of their comfort zone as artists and embrace the artist's life. She had her students work with colleagues from Amesti Elementary and Alianza Charter School to create a published art book entitled Mis Palabras, Your Drawings. And here's a picture of that book. Our second innovator is our longtime lead custodian, Fidel Hernandez. Fidel Hernandez worked for the Pajaro Valley School District for 42 years, retiring in March of 2021. Throughout his time at PVUSD, Fidel worked tirelessly to support the PVUSD community. In addition to creating and maintaining one of the best grounds and buildings in the district, Fidel also gave of his time to the students at CCMS. He coached throughout his tenure at our school, and he influenced in an extremely positive way our school culture. Congratulations, Fidel. Congratulations, Patricia.
Good evening, everyone. This is Nicole Salas-Cunha, principal of Duncan Holber, and I'm proud to come to you from our watch party to present our Duncan Holber Innovators of the Year. When we were forced to hold IEPs virtually or on the phone, all case managers and ed specialists pivoted to do so. However, it is really hard to educate parents to new IEPs and collaborate with them by only dictating the contents or scrolling through the document in a shared screen. Christy created a slide presentation template to highlight sections of the IEP, capture their parents' participation, and insert pictures of their child learning or work samples to highlight their child's skills. I often heard parents say, "Can I get a copy of that?" And my other innovator is Elena Corona, using consistent, calm, and positive strategy with the kids, with the students, has been observed to be Elena's success, with even students experiencing the highest level of distress. Not only is she able to de-escalate students, but she also has students who are drawn to her in both virtual and in person. Students with limited language learn her name because they want to, and I think that speaks volumes to the impact she has.
Hello, I'm David Hara, principal of EA Hall Middle School. It is my honor to celebrate Susan Plumet, one of our Innovators of the Year. You can see a photo here of Susie wearing the Falcon costume, and that's a role that she took on last year. And we were all amazed by her impressive dance moves as Archie the Falcon. Susie is innovative in her communication strategies across campus to work on behalf of her students. She also brings in technology and hands-on activities to make sure her students have the best opportunity for success. This improves our school culture and our student academic achievement. She brings educators together to discuss and strategize ways to put forth curriculum for both general and special education students. Often, her ideas help the regular education students a great deal. Good job, Susie. And I am also pleased to celebrate Ashley Yoro Flowers. Ashley completely changed the face of school health screening. She has been working so hard and going above and beyond to create a safe space for our students. Ashley has improved our school this year by making it COVID safe for staff and students. Have you seen the amazing health center she created? It has been viewed by other members of the district as the example. Way to go, Ash.
Good evening. My name is Linda Liu. I'm the Director of Food and Nutrition Services. It is my privilege to announce our Innovator of the Year, Cynthia Gizdich. Cynthia Gizdich has been a dedicated PVUSD employee since 1996. She has worked at many sites throughout the district and has been happily leading her crew at Pajaro Middle School for several years. During this past year, she has been very involved with the students and staff of Safe Spaces, striving to make daily meals for all students healthy, fresh, and nicely presented, adding to each student's sense of connectedness, engagement, and hope. Thank you, Cynthia, for making everything work despite all the challenges this year. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Gloria Puga, and I'm the principal at Freedom Elementary. Muy buenas tardes a todos. Me llamo Gloria Puga y soy la directora de la Escuela Freedom. It is an honor to present Freedom's 3 Innovators of the Year. First is Ms. Lily Diaz. Lily has been instrumental in guiding / helping her colleagues with virtual learning platforms and tools from ClassDojo to Flipgrid. Student engagement increased as teachers incorporated more and more virtual learning tools to their weekly planner. This year, Ms. Diaz is equipping her third grade students with 21st century skills as to prepare them to compete in this rapidly growing digital economy. She's also our computer tech liaison. Great job, Lily. Next, we have Maria Marquez, and she goes by Maru. Maru has created a culture where students feel secure, safe, and supported. This positive school environment encourages positive behavior and increases students' sense of connectedness, engagement, and a sense of accomplishment. Ms. Marquez believes that social emotional learning is not separate to academics, but essential and can be taught and implemented in a number of ways. Thank you, Maru. And now we have Diana Hernandez, our classified employee, and she's our office assistant. Diana is very important to, attendance is very important to Diana. She knows that students are more likely to succeed academically when they attend school every day. Therefore, every single day, every morning, I hear Diana call parents. She calls parents she calls parents every day. Ms. Hernandez calls the parents of students that are marked absent. Diana does not rely on robocalls. She will connect with every single parent when their child is marked absent. She knows that school, to let parents know that we are concerned about attendance, their child's attendance. Here at Freedom Elementary, attendance rates are in their high 90s, thanks to Diana. And like I said, every single morning I hear from 9 to 12 calling parents. So Diana, thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Brooke Hopkins, proud principal at H.A. Hyde Elementary, and it's my honor to announce our 3 outstanding innovators of the year. First, Cynthia Fernandez. Even though this year presented many challenges, Ms. Fernandez maintained the commitment and dedication to make sure that important cultural content was not left out. A commitment we made in refining our dual language program was to prioritize the teaching and celebrating of the many different cultures and indigenous populations we have in the United States. This year, Cynthia has worked diligently to make sure that our school continues to recognize and celebrate various heritage months throughout the course of the year. Next, we have Jennifer Melander. Jennifer Melander is being recognized for her high level of expectation that she has for her students in her SDC autism classroom. She redesigned her virtual instruction to continually push her students to work hard in assessing curriculum in order for them to be able to meet their IEP goals. Ms. Melander believes that her students can and provides the structure and support for them to succeed. And last but certainly not least, we have Angela Martinez. Angela Martinez goes above and beyond to serve families in our community. She is a natural teacher and has adapted seamlessly to online teaching. She is trilingual and supports our families in Mixteco with technical assistance and education. She's also a community advocate through volunteer work as she serves and celebrates farm workers. Luckily, Angela has decided to pursue a career in education, and she will graduate from CSUMB next year. Congratulations to our 3 Hornet Innovators of the Year.
Good afternoon. My name is Luis Medina, and it's a pleasure to present our Innovator of the Year representing migrant education. First of all, we have Esmeralda Perez. Esmeralda's positive energy and knowledge has a huge impact on the student achievement because many of our credit deficient students actually been able to get their high school diploma or equivalent. She connects with students and understands them. She gives them hope and she empowers them and their parents. Next, we have Yolanda Melgoza, our parent coordinator. During the pandemic, during those times, Yolanda had to find innovative ways to communicate with families, meet with families, and run our Migrant Pact monthly meetings. During the school year, Yolanda was able to organize a successful parent conference, increase the number of participants during our PAC meetings through Zoom, and maintain communication with our families throughout the school year. Congratulations to Yolanda and Esmeralda.
Hello and good evening. My name is Andrew Donnelly Crocker, and I'm the very excited new principal at Bradley Elementary School, and I'm here to showcase my Innovators of the Year. So I'm starting off with Eileen Demers, our school librarian. So despite Ms. Demers' unwavering commitment to developing the joy of reading across the school community, she also found time to support other school initiatives as well. Ms. Demers' impact goes far beyond the walls of our Bradley School Library. Her commitment and efforts behind the scenes this year have touched the entire student body, teachers, and Bradley community. I also wanted to highlight the great work of Brandy Shaw, our 5th grade teacher. Ms. Shaw is the embodiment of a teacher that works tirelessly to bring truly innovative teaching practices into her 5th grade classroom. She has worked relentlessly to embed new ways to deliver content, promote meaningful dialogue, and increase student participation with the varied technology resources she encouraged her students to use throughout the school day. And last but not least, our speech and language pathologist, Ms. Sarah DeBenedetto. Ms. DeBenedetto masterfully navigated every teacher's schedule from kindergarten to 6th grade to ensure that all of the students on her caseload received individualized instructions they needed to meet their goals. She never let the challenges of distance learning as an excuse, and her students all made great progress this year. Congratulations to all 3 of you, and go Bears.
Good evening. My name is Vicki Holliff, and I am the proud principal of the Great and Mighty Eagles of Minty White. It's my honor to recognize tonight Chandra Chalakian. Chandra has also completed the Google for Educators expert testing this year and shows in her classroom. Chandra has been instrumental in working with Tier 2 behaviors, a member of our leadership team, SIPS lead, just to name a few. During distance learning, she created multiple opportunities, both on the computer and off the computer, for students to express or demonstrate their learning. She's brought new technology, new strategies, and new ways of thinking to her peers and to the school. It's been an honor to work with Chandra. I've often said that her classroom is my happy place, as the level of rigor, positive culture, and meeting the needs of her students is palpable. Congratulations, Chandra. Oh my, what do I say about Miss Roberta Tappies? Roberta is the foundation of Minty White. Roberta has worked for the district for well over 10 years that I know of, probably more, as our yard duty safety monitor, etc. From teachers and administrators, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we can count on her to be there every day and always looking out for students and their families. I don't know where we'd be without Roberta. And finally, to Amanda Chassé. Amanda is a positive influence on her students and staff. She holds students accountable for their work and balances that accountability with innovative ways to make them feel safe enough to risk to learn. Her room is the Pinterest-y place, beautifully creative and beautiful inside, whether it's online or in person. She's a great asset to the Great and Mighty Eagles, and to all 3 of our Great and Mighty Eagles tonight. Remember, Iggy loves you.
Good evening. My name's Shelby Biddy, and I feel very proud to honor 3 individuals from McQuitty Elementary School that have just been amazing this year. The first is Mirren McPolin. She works every day to refine her practice as an educator. In every lesson I've seen her teaching, she never forgets to think about student engagement, a strong articulation of the lesson goal, and to review the vocabulary that she's introducing in her music lesson. But most of all, she has a unique ability to make learning fun while continuing to keep her learning expectations high. Congratulations, Marin. The next person individual I'd like to talk about is Mrs. Rocio Pantojas. She uses her bilingual skills on a daily basis to support the needs of English language learners and has shown a strong emphasis on LCAP goal number 1. She is committed to refining her skills in early literacy, particularly in the area of SIPS implementation. By working closely with the district coaches, Rocio has improved her students' success in their foundational reading skills. And more importantly, the kids love her and they love reading. Thank you so much, Rocio, for the work that you're doing. And lastly, I want to honor Maria Matos. No one knows and loves McQuitty Elementary School quite the way Mrs. Matos does. Being a team player and supporting our community through actions versus words is what Mrs. Matos is all about. Mrs. Matos has a positive attitude and genuinely cares about our community. She helps our community feel connected and is always there to support our students with a nurturing word and to bend over backwards to help a teacher or staff member in whatever way they can. Congratulations to all 3 individuals of McQuitty School.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Ponzio. I'm the principal of the K-12 brand new virtual academy. While all of my staff has been amazing this year, and we had our own little Oscar party prior to this, which is why I'm dressed up all fancy and hair done. Our staff chose to highlight 4 of our teachers and one of our classified staff as the District Innovator of the Year. So first up, we have David Manier. He's a 4th and 5th grade supervising teacher at VA. Mr. Manier created a goal-setting template he utilizes during coaching sessions to help guide grade 4 and 5 students in careful self-reflection in their education and foster their ability to create and obtain their individual goals. Mr. Manier's goal-setting template and focused time on students' personal reflection and self-directedness has directly increased students' efficiency. So congratulations, Mr. Manier. Next up, we have Miss Courtney Rudd. She is our middle school supervising teacher. Courtney's personalized learning plan redesign with academic and socio-emotional goal setting assists to increase student performance to ensure college and career readiness. Courtney's new format includes all necessary pieces in an organized and efficient manner. And I love the color coding. By including all of the moving parts in this one document, students are held accountable and can see everything they need to do, including how to improve their grades should they so desire. So congratulations, Courtney. We are so lucky to have you on our team. And our high school innovator of the year for Virtual Academy is supervising teacher Erin Bielenberg. Erin strives to engage students in 21st century environments and works diligently to increase student performance to ensure college and career readiness. Erin has created a virtual exchange program at Virtual Academy, which is connected to a school in Morocco, which has been so awesome to connect with students over there during COVID. Lastly, he has created supplemental videos for live stream and instructional content support. So congratulations, Erin. We are so happy to have you on the team. And the last teacher we are recognizing at VA is Ava Klein. She's our kindergarten to 3rd grade elementary supervising teacher. Ava has created a small virtual direct instruction group to support our Spanish-speaking students' literacy skills. She's leveled reading in small groups to support language development in addition to fostering community and building friendships, and includes games such as Go Fish into weekly coaching sessions. Independent study can be socially isolating by nature, and providing students with systematic small group collaboration allows for authentic language practice, friendship, and real-time opportunities to model language. So congratulations, Ava. Thank you for all you do in supporting our students. And lastly, our classified innovator of the year, I don't know what I would do without her, is Jasmine Ansira. She's not only my administrative assistant, but she's also our registrar, attendance clerk, library clerk, receptionist. She does it all. So she has helped in creating the tone of Virtual Academy with her friendly and upbeat demeanor. Her focus on building rapport with families and staff alike has greatly supported the formation of our Virtual Academy community. She makes herself available and responds in a manner that invites collaborative relationships. She's great with producing videos and marketing materials, such as our school brochure, and she has an eye for design and makes us look professional. So congratulations, Jasmine. I don't know what I would do without you. So we're so happy to have you here.
Good evening, I'm Stephanie Monroe, the very proud principal of Mar Vista Elementary, and it's my honor to recognize our Innovators of the Year for 2021. The first is Miss Heather Reeves, fourth grade teacher. Heather is out of this world and our school is so lucky to have her. She is an outstanding and brilliant teacher and the kids learn so much from her. She's enhanced the curriculum to make it more engaging and appropriate for distance learning. And she brings creative science and social studies ideas to her fourth graders that are fun and engaging learning experiences. Heather is always willing to try new things. She's flexible and a team player. So congratulations to Heather. Next is Nancy Perez, our lead custodian. Nancy innovates to keep our school beautiful. She works tirelessly to paint, sand, and even dust the doors of classrooms and takes on projects that really make our school look polished. Nancy's also willing to help staff with whatever they need in classrooms and helps in a timely manner. She is positive, upbeat, and works with a smile on her face. Nancy is a bright light and always goes above and beyond. This year, she took full advantage of her time without students and worked hard on beautifying our school. So thank you and congratulations to Nancy. And finally, Miss Trina McCoy. Trina has been innovative this year, making distance learning fun and engaging for students. From dance party brain breaks to mindfulness, her students are happily participating and learning. She does mindfulness activities with her class to promote a sense of self-awareness and a feeling of calm for her first graders. Even online, she's able to set up daily calming mindfulness activities for her students. She's creative and models being a calm, patient teacher. She is always positive and willing to help other teachers. She conveys a sense of caring and optimism with her students, which results in confident, kind, and collaborative learners. So thank you and congratulations to Trina.
Good evening. My name is Matt Levy, and I'm a very proud principal of Pajaro Valley High School. My first honoree for Innovator of the Year is Joseph Manfrey, our athletic director at PV High. Joe has been able to help student athletes, coaches, parents navigate the incredibly complex rules and requirements needed during this time to allow students to compete. This has impacted hundreds of students and their families to return to play and also have a positive impact on the climate and culture of our campus. Congratulations, Joe. Next up is Richard Martinez. Richard is our lead custodian here at PV High School, and he has dedicated himself to making sure our campus is completely prepared for the in-person learning environment we took on this spring. All maintenance and cleaning that needs to be done daily is organized and followed through by Rich. Rich helped to restructure duties and responsibilities for the entire custodial staff to create better efficiency with the upkeep, repairs, and cleaning of our campus, including getting the stadium ready for our graduation next Thursday. So congratulations, Richard and Joe, as the innovators for Pajaro Valley High this year.
Good evening, PVSD community. I am Rafael Ramirez, the very proud principal of New School Community High School. It is with great honor that I introduce our very own innovator, Jody Richardson. Ms. Richardson has always made sure that her students had access to learning virtually, despite her own personal fears and challenges with the use of technology. Her impact on student achievement was huge because she gave her students access to English curriculum that they needed to graduate. She modeled perseverance, delivered a growth mindset, and developed her instructional repertoire with new technological practices and tools that she may have never discovered. Thank you, Jody, for never giving up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Clara Fernandez. I'm the proud principal of Watsonville High School, and it is an honor to present to you Mr. Gilberto Alfaro. He is a committed educator who instills in students his passion for learning. His teaching is intentional and well planned out, providing for a balance between lecturing, modeling, and practical application. Furthermore, Mr. Alfaro has a positive demeanor and an enthusiastic approach to teaching that students cannot help but to become engaged with the learning while seeking for more opportunities to extend their learning as they are guided by Mr. Alfaro. Congratulations, Mr. Alfaro. And it is also an honor to present to you Armando Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez has done a fabulous job in ensuring that our site safety protocols are up to the best standards possible. From our COVID screening to our routine campus safety, Mondi has taken a leadership role and self-initiative in improving safety systems and processes for screening. He is able to pinpoint areas of concern and to provide solutions that only augment our sites and district's commitment to both student and staff safety at all times. Congratulations to our Wildcats, and thank you for everything that you do. We're very proud of you.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. Ivan Alcaraz, and I'm the principal at Rolling Hills Middle School, the best middle school ever. And we have two stellar Bobcats that we're recognizing today. Mr. Bouguillon, who consistently goes above and beyond to support the math acceleration of our students. Not only did he create our Math 1 section on our campus, but his efforts have resulted in an increase of number of students taking Math 1. Additionally, Mr. Bouguillon always finds ways to make math fun and relative for our students. He's creative, engages all learners, and is able to bring students up to grade level regardless of their starting point. Over the years, Mr. Bouillon has helped many of our students find passion and excitement for math. We're also recognizing Karina Gomez. Ms. Gomez is an educator that cares deeply about our students. This year, Ms. Gomez developed a scheduling system to support one of our most vulnerable student population on our campus, which is our International Academy program. Recognizing the many challenges they face, Ms. Gomez developed the Centro de Apoyo as a resource to provide academic language and language support. This creative idea has helped countless of students feel welcome and supported as they transition to Rolling Hills Middle School. Congratulations, Karina and Mr. Bouguillon. Go Bobcats.
Good evening. I'm Nubia Badian. I'm the assistant principal at Pajaro Middle School, the best middle school, actually. So I'm really proud and excited to present two of our staff members. Miss Mayo Reese. Miss Mayo's high expectations promoted trust, belief, and confidence among her students, her families, and her colleagues. She began the year as a technological practitioner and will end the year as both a pedagogical innovator and a learning accelerator. This combination of traits promoted very high levels of student voice, engagement, communication, collaboration, and critical thinking in her virtual classroom. And our classified employee, Ms. Lupe Rocha. Lupe Rocha assured that all students have equitable access to literacy resources as she and her team redesigned not only the physical space of her library, but also her virtual library as well. Ms. Lupe's focus on literacy will increase the number of students performing at or above grade level as we continue to prepare our students for college, career, and life.
Good evening. Thank you, Pajaro Valley Education Foundation, for allowing us to acknowledge our team in such a positive way. It's my pleasure to present Amanda Gonzalez with this award. Amanda has a direct impact on sites and department relationships, efficiency, and collaboration to improve department function. She has helped create an environment where staff feel comfortable and confident in the answers she provides. She is always willing to step up and take on additional responsibilities above and beyond her job duties. She completes these additional tasks with ease and always continues to meet her deadlines. Amanda is a huge asset to the payroll team. Amanda, thank you so much for everything you do.
Good evening. My name is Laura Smith, and I am the proud principal at Radcliffe Elementary, home of the Dragons. It is my pleasure to introduce the 2021 Innovators of the Year. Our first is Judy Hybor. Judy Hybor has been instrumental in our MTSS intervention strategy implementation. She has been building us helping us build a system of support to increase our number of students performing at or above grade level. Judy has helped lay the foundation for data analysis and using that to increase the efficiency of our intervention strategies. Way to go, Judy. Next up, we have Erica Boyd. Erica helped in creating a culture that is safe and supportive to her students and her students' families. To ensure access and increase success of her students, she would continuously meet with the students and parents and even did home visits. No one missed out on a quality education because of her commitment and perseverance. Thank you, Erica. Next up, we have Arifa Chavaria. Arifa has been instrumental in our parent outreach efforts at Radcliffe during school closure. She helped organize our efforts for youth truth surveys, which were very successful, and helped increase our parent voice and input. Arifa's impact has led to parent empowerment and connectedness with the Radcliffe community. She has also helped assure parents that Radcliffe had a plan to safely reopen. We couldn't have done it without you, Arifa. Way to go, Dragons.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. This is Heather Gorman. I am the SELPA Director for Pajaro Valley Unified School District. I am so pleased to present the next few people. First off is Christina Peters. Christina has created an environment that prompts positivity, friendship, and is always inclusive. Cece has been able to implement problem solve and teach both the RISE and the SITE SDC class. This past year, we were able to hire her. This past year, we were unable to hire for an additional SDC class. She has built a program that serves our highest social emotional needs and some of our highest academic needs. In an effort, she has created a community where the students have friends and family within the learning environment. Way to go, Christina. And next, I have a group of people because I couldn't nominate one without the others. We have Heather Waltz, Heather Pint, Laura Martinez, Alex Barber, Taja Kelly, and Chris Thomas. This is our behaviorist team. Our behaviorist team has taken the lead on numerous initiatives over the last 4 years. Some of our first initiatives were the development of the therapeutic program, RISE, and implementation of evidence-based practices in our autism programs. These programs serve students with extreme social-emotional needs and students on the autism spectrum. The increased focus and support from the behaviorists on inclusion practices has also allowed our students to become a great part of the school community and participate in activities with their peers. Way to go, team. I'm proud of everyone.
Good evening. I'm Megan Jones, the very proud principal of Rio Del Mar. Tonight, it is my honor to present to you our 3 Innovators of the Year. First, we have Karen Allen. Miss Allen piloted general education instruction for in-person learning with a heavy focus on social emotional support for students through writing and art. Her work with this pilot helped the entire school see what was replicable, namely continuing with social emotional learning and hands-on projects in the afternoons. She found that students need explicit practice and time to speak and listen and practice other social skills. She also helped us see how to implement safety measures in a kid-friendly and emotionally responsive way, especially for our younger students. Thank you, Miss Allen. Next, we have Virginia Noski. As a 3rd grade teacher, Miss Noski's ability to shift from technology as exposure to technology that drives instruction has made an impact on her students and on the school as a whole. She shares valuable information, resources, tips, and tricks to the staff on a regular basis. Ms. Noski helped us learn the importance of balancing technology in the morning with hands-on experiences in the afternoons. We replicated this as a school, as well as her focus on growth mindset and social emotional learning for in-person instruction. Next up, we have Rosie Black. Miss Black is a beloved behavioral technician working in our NEST inclusion program and is known on campus as a go-to gal for strategies. She has implemented effective check-in and check-out systems with our students to reduce behaviors and anxiety. She meets regularly with her inclusion teacher and BCBA to find solutions to challenges she faces with student behaviors and maintains effective communication with general education teachers and staff. Ms. Black continues to expand her practice and refine her skills as a behavior technician through our Inclusion PLC. We are so proud of you all. We love you.
Hello, everyone. It is my great honor to recognize Myrna White this evening for the Risk and Safety Innovator of the Year Award. Myrna effortlessly transitioned to hosting virtual trainings and using a new portal to meet the reporting set by SB 1159. By facilitating all site and department trainings online, Myrna has been successful in addressing specific concerns and questions. This has greatly improved the workers' compensation reporting processes for the district. Thank you for all your hard work, Myrna.
So Mr. Westfall could not be present today, but he wanted to show his innovation by creating a video for us. So I'm going to quickly get out of the share just for one moment so I can make sure that I screen share with volume. So let me do that. And we will listen to Mr. Westfall.
Good evening, PVUSD community. My name is Todd Westfall, Principal, Calabasas Elementary School, and I am proud to present our 3 Innovator of the Year award winners. First, Laura Arnault, 5th grade teacher. If you ask me for an example of 21st century learning, I would walk straight over to Miss Arnault's classroom. Miss Arnault has engaged her students in impactful community outreach and work. Students feel empowered and know they can have as big an impact on our world as they can dream up, and she encourages them to follow those dreams. Congratulations, Miss Arnault. Second, Kendall Byington, TK teacher. Ms. Byington was the first TK teacher in the district to integrate SDC students from Duncan-Holbert into her SEI class full-time and truly created an inclusive environment that valued all students. She integrates kinesthetic learning and motor skill development into student learning, making all students engaged and successful while at the same time meeting all IEP goals. Congratulations, Ms. Byington. And finally, Marissa Manriquez, our instructional assistant in RSP. Ms. Manriquez took her work out of the classroom and into the everyday lives of our most challenged students. She doesn't just schedule field trips. She visits students, connects with them, and really values them as our future. She gives students the hope and belief that there is a place for them to be successful in our community, and they don't forget it. Congratulations, Marissa Manriquez, and congratulations to all of the Innovator of the Year award winners from Calabasas. Great job.
Yeah, wonderful. So all of the Innovators of the Year are going to be receiving a personalized trophy that will be coming to you either tomorrow or on Monday. And so we will get them. Our goal is to get it to you before school gets out. So we're really excited for you to see it. This year it is a star. That's why it was the theme of the star. And now we are going to go on to the drum roll. So let's do a drum roll because I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see who the District Innovator of the Year is. And they are Here we go. So our district innovator of the year recipients are Julie Nino Newman from Mesti, a certificated teacher, Pamela Aranas from Ansoldo Classified, Alora Arno from Calabasas, certificated, Ashley Yaro Flores from EA Hall Classified, Nicholas Bugayan from Rolling Hills Middle School, certificated, Monica Nolan from Aptos High Classified, Gilberto Afaro from Watsonville High School, certificated, Jovita Molina from Alianza Classified, Cynthia Gizdich from Food and Nutrition Services Classified, Christy Canton from Duncan Holbert certificated, and Yolanda Melgoza from Migrant Education certificated. And all of these Innovator of the Year will be receiving a $150 cashier's check with their name on it. They will be hearing from Eva Renteria to identify how you would like to get your check, if you want to pick it up tomorrow or if you want us to mail it to you. Maria, as president of PVPSA, would you like, or PVF, would you like to say any parting words before we finish up our ceremony this year?
I guess just congratulations once again. I think it's always an enriching and inspirational experience to read through all the nomination forms. And it's always, we always have a hard time as a team selecting the top 11 to receive the district-wide Innovator of the Year. And it's difficult. It's a difficult decision because there's just so much innovation. So I just want to thank everyone for your dedication to our students. You know, they're the primary focus. That's why we're all here. And just thank you for your hard work. Thank you.
So thank you, everyone. Please remember to go to the silent auction. It's up as of now, and it will close on the last day of school. So that's not a hard one to forget.
And Dr. Rodriguez, can you tell them how they can get the link?
Sure. We are going to, we will be emailing the link out tomorrow during my weekly. We also have it, we will be sending it out as a message through PV All, and on text message through Remind tomorrow morning. So you'll get it as we speak, or in the morning, you'll get it first thing so that you can engage with the auction. And thank you, everybody. And we hope that you had great watch parties out there. We will see you next year. And hopefully it will be in person next year. All right. Take care, everybody. And congratulations to everybody. Bye-bye.